Hey guys, Chuck Chapman, certified no more Mr. Nice Guy coach, coming to you today with a video on covert contracts. What are they? Why do we use them? And how do we stop using those buggers? Let's check it out. Welcome to this video on covert contracts. My name is Chuck Chapman. I'm a certified coach, personally trained by Dr. Robert Glover, author of No More Mr. Nice Guy. One of the key concepts that Dr. Glover talks about in the book No More Mr. Nice Guy is covert contracts. Now, if you're not familiar with what they are, I'm going to give you a quick explanation. So a covert contract is essentially giving to get. What that means is I'm going to give you something, and in return, I'm going to expect something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is that I expect. And if you don't give me what I want, then I'm going to become upset. And nice guys, typically we get passive aggressive, we withdraw, and get butt hurt. So an example of this would be like, let's say you're feeling a little insecure. And so you say to your partner, I love you. Now, you're not actually saying I love you because you want them to feel loved. You're saying I love you because you want to hear I love you in return, right? And so that's essentially what a covert contract is. I'm going to tell you I love you so that you'll tell me I love you in return and I'll feel okay, right? So anytime we do something like this, anytime we make a covert contract where we're not clear and direct about what we want and what we need, and expecting the other person basically to sort of read our mind, and then when they don't, feel upset, then we're entering into a covert contract. Now, there's nothing wrong with expressing your needs. There's actually nothing wrong with entering into what I would call an overt contract. Hey, I'm going to do this, and in return, this is what I expect. No, nothing wrong with that because you're being clear and direct. So why do we nice guys tend to use covert contracts so much? Well, the reason is because nice guys at their core level are terrified of rejection. Why? Because to us, rejection equals death. Now think about this from a very primal standpoint. Let's say, no, think about humans. Okay, we're not the fastest, we're not the strongest, we can't swim very well, we can't hold our breath underwater. The only thing we really have going for us is that we can cooperate with each other. And that's why we're tribe people. That's why we've survived all of these millennia, is our ability to get along and cooperate. So if I'm not in the group, I'm rejected, then I'm out of the group, I'm by myself. And to be by myself means I have the possibility of dying. 10,000 years ago out on the Serengeti, if I'm by myself, a lion's going to eat me. Now, if I'm with a group of people, there's a better chance we can fight off the lion, or at least maybe I can outrun some of these other people to survive. So we desperately, from a very primal level, want to feel like we're part of the group. And so as nice guys, we take that to the next level, and we're constantly looking and seeking for external validation. Covert contract is essentially, I'm seeking external validation. If you give it to me, then I feel good, at least for a few minutes. And if you don't, then I feel bad, I feel rejected, I feel hurt, and I act out. Right. So that's essentially why we do that. The other reason we do it, I think, is because oftentimes we're raised in what I would call an ask culture. A guess culture. There's two cultures. There's the ask culture and the guess culture. The ask culture is a family system where people are comfortable just asking for what they want, asking questions, not really fearing rejection, feeling pretty safe about asking for their needs to be met because their needs are generally met in a timely and judicious manner. Those of us that grew up in what I would call like guess culture, we're constantly guessing what's going on with other people. We don't ask what's going on. Instead, we just guess and we make assumptions. And we expect other people to guess and make assumptions that's going on with us and meet our needs, right? So let me give you an example of this. Yesterday, I was in a class and I had this form to fill out, and I didn't have a pen with me. And so I'm kind of like looking around the room and wonder what I'm going to do. And there's a whiteboard and it's got, those magic markers on it. And I think, oh, maybe I could use one of those. And it's like, it's big and clunky. I'm like, Chuck, that's ridiculous. Just ask for your needs to be met. Practice being in an ask culture. So I just said, hey, anybody got a pen I can borrow? And 3 people like, here you go, here's a pen. It filled out the form, gave the pen back. That was it. Now it's a really, really small thing, almost silly, but that's not something that I've ever been really good at doing because I'm a nice guy, is asking for my needs to be met. I'm terrified that other people are going to judge me or think that I'm dumb, that I didn't bring a pen, or tell me that I can't use a pen. I don't know what it is, but if you're a nice guy, chances are you kind of relate to what I'm saying. And so what we have to do is we have to become clear and we have to become direct about our needs, our wants, and the things that come up, and just to meet our own needs. Right? So to review, okay, a covert contract is giving to get. Why we do it is because we're terrified of rejection. Rejection equals death. And the way that we overcome this habit is to start asking for what we want. Start being clear and direct with people. If you're clear and direct, there's no room for interpretation. Ask for what you want, right? Do you want affection? Ask for it. Are you feeling insecure? Ask for some security. Do you want sex? Here's a novel concept. Ask for it. As nice guys, we're terrified of rejection, and so we don't ask. If you want to become an integrated man, though, you gotta start asking for what you want. You're the only person on this planet responsible for your needs, wants, and happiness. So it's up to you to ask for what you want and quit using covert contracts. If you like this video, if you found it helpful at all, please like and subscribe. What that does is it helps the algorithm in YouTube. So if people are searching for nice guy recovery, they'll find these videos and hopefully they'll find them helpful as well. So that's one thing that you can do to help other nice guys recover from the nice guy syndrome. Thanks so much. See you next time.